pardon the shirt, I don't think it is at all very flattering. You know, it's like terrible. Well, I'm here for those that are suffering in this world full of. You saw my narcissist videos, but let's just say plain stupid people. See, and this is the whole thing about the society that is outnumbering intelligent people. Really, it's these stupid people, and you couldn't convince anybody else that the stupid shit that they're doing. There's a better way, and there's always you can see it just a little bit trying to peek out, and they cut the damn head off. This is nothing new. You can back up from being so heated about a one-on-one and taking things personally and see and try and investigate what, like, say, so-called, I don't call them scholars, I just say free thinkers. That's not a real thing to say either. Just people that have gotten their vibrational frequency so high enough that they made breakthroughs in such a way that they did see something in their physical reality as the truth that was accessed by a little bit of, like, say, harmonizing with it, say, like what Tesla would do, or just a gardener does. See, some people say, oh, I can't garden. It's like, what, you can't fucking water something? You can't see when the soil is soft enough and that the sun comes up and when to do it? Just a few things that you learn. It's not a mystery. Unless you look at fake science over there and how they farm, which we have to get rid of that. Something is already stepping in a little bit, but it's getting worse and worse, and so is humanity. It's just a sign. And why would we have any of these kinds of videos or anything like Christ over there or any kind of alternative that doesn't work out in the first place? We already know what we're doing. The one way is fine. We have it down. We have just, what we're doing is the ideal. The elevator went all the way to the top with everything. And my name is Judith T. Scarlamond. I live over there in Turkey, and right now I'm skinning a platypus. I don't know, the narcissists do, if you know any of them, they don't have any sense of humor. They don't really have a good sense of humor. You'll hear their jokes being something of like, okay, so, see, the narcissist is, and I'm not picking on them babes, but if you ever want to get back at a narcissist, just tell the truth about them. They're stupid. See, you don't, if it's not a channel that kind of does that, that's what Sam Vaknin does. It's like, you know what, and even you're going to think this because they got you thinking this. There's a society, he doesn't say this, but I'll tell you, there's a society that makes sure you feel like you're as small as ever and that you can't ever get up and you're not ever doing it right and it's all your fault. Right? And there's where you start. If you hang around a narcissist enough that does that, you will be turned into worse than a narcissist. Because they're getting the last laugh now. That's the way they have their fun. They're playing a childish game that says, oh, did I win? Did I do good? And good means just, did I win? Which is like anything. Like, look at the school system over there. It's just, did you repeat something? Who cares if it fucking if it's creating a desert out there? Focus on this, crank your head down, and then say that you know something because you spent so much time with that. That is so false. That's called a false education out there. Academia, the plague of the world. Academia, just a bunch of minds that they'll never talk about the nature of the mind. Otherwise, then if they wanted to solve any problems, they would see the problem. It's the mind, and then they would have to eliminate it. And then what of their fake education schools and the so-called universities? What is that? I'm not against finding an occupation or a career. It's an occupation. It's like, well, what is your life's example? What is your body of work here? See, the main thing is, do you relieve suffering out there? I don't know why I have to talk about that. It's like, do something that you can see makes a difference, keeps people healthy. cough. But that's the obvious. But to, God, I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry about this. But to maintain the vibration of joy, I don't know. It's just, God, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm sorry. It's just, 2024, babes, you watch out. People are going to be in denial. You're just not going to be able to put up with those people that self-deceive, and they would rather throw you in a ditch than to see that you're honestly trying to do the work. And some days, fuck, you probably just don't want to do that work. But there it is. They're trying to function on a Mars square, your Mars and all this, and they're having a Mars transit too, and everybody around them and their life. It's like time to do something different, other than find a hiding place in somebody else's mind. See, that's what minds do. They try to find a safe place to be more real than the fact of reality and the truth, and how much discipline it takes to live there and not cater to the mind. See, the whole world would change. You talk about world out there, it would not look the same that it does now. In fact, what it is it's a hiding place for the mind. You can imagine most of the expenditure of energy isn't really love-based, right? It's not saying, I have found something I love. I have surrendered the fear, and I see how this blissful feeling is all I need to do. The real blissful feeling, you have to tear through the mind, and its so-called version of bliss, which is to kill everything and say, I exist more than reality and the truth. Even, see, that's you getting your body numbed out too, for sure. It's a high chance that you would dislocate from your body. And people that do that, they don't have good geometry. They're not reliable as a physical presence. They don't have to be 300, 600 pounds. They're just, some of them, you'll see them literally, they're going like this. If it's time to be present with anything, if they're in a group, it's like these people, okay, they're autistic, maybe. Maybe this is the way that they're trying to gaslight with their very beings. Their very beings are saying, I'm a gaslight. I don't follow a train like a center, which is reality, the common sense that we are, and be present and get a joke and then respond. And that's not a very good example, because I don't respond to anybody's jokes. I'm the last one to laugh. I miss the punchline. I'm not listening to people. I'm feeling a vibration constantly, and I'm paying attention to how we feel. And people, I hope you're doing that, because I don't want to be around you as far as that's concerned. Yeah, I'm interested in the truth too. You should be too. Look into people. Are they the truth? No, there's a truth about people, though. Let's look at the truth about people. It's much like the mind that imagines who we are to each other, and they really don't allow the space to know exactly what we really are. I tend to say what, but let's say how we really are. Get to know each other moment to moment. What is it that we're experiencing? Oh, why did that? You need to talk with each other. You see, more so than ever before. I'm going to post this video because I think it's important to this moment now. Like, say, it will be the 15th that you'll see it. And that's why I'm talking about it. It's more than ever before that people are so disconnected from being present with each other, right? Having a decent interaction. I mean, have you noticed? And now it's like the battle of the goddamned I was going to say the body snatchers, but we're past that. It's more like the battle of the robot. There's people that are just programmed with this mentality, and I hate this conversation, because why do we have to keep talking about it? Why can't we break through? And why does it sound like that I'm the bad guy pointing it out? And now, excuse me, here comes a mob. Oh my God, Jesus, was that you? Please take me. Thank you. Goodbye.